Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This is a rivalry game that always gets the blood pumping, both on the field and in the stands. One of the great division battles in the NFC. They've met once already this season. We'll see what kind of fireworks are in store for us here in Game 2. It's the Cowboys going up against the Giants. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Cowboys going up against the Giants. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And some room to work. David Johnson on his way. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. David Johnson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ezekiel Elliott, 76 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. No. Jack. No. Jack. Patriot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Peak. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So this game's not very far along, and he's already found the end zone once, and now he started this drive with another big gain, another first down run. I've got to wonder if I'm the defensive coordinator, what do I do in this situation? It's only the first quarter, but do I go ahead and sell out and try and slow him down and make him beat me another way? Because the risk is if I don't, he ends up having a monster game.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Ready. Blue ladies. Wait. Easy. Ready. Blue ladies.
Play action now. Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well, and most teams take a period at a time to work on different things.
Shift together here from the D-line. And the big tight end shifting around. And the play clock's running down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT. Steps away. He's got a man. Complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target. That'll bring up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the wideout in motion. He'll try again with the arm here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see.
Let's go. Back there, here we go. Detroit.
Halfback sent in motion. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it here to Peak. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Red zone opportunity. And the tight end Ebron in motion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. And New York set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Telvin Smith is a college safety who's transitioned very well to outside linebacker in the NFL. He runs down most plays.
Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Back near his own goal line, Winston steps away. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, now fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Jarvis Landry, 76 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is going to be brought down at the 3-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Second down following the incompletion. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Third down from the 2. Fourth down lurking, but one more shot here. What do you do, Charles?
I think you run it here. Try and create some space. Get your punter a little bit more room. And if you're really lucky, you get enough space to get a first down. But I think right now the big thing is take care of the football, get space for your punter, and get rid of the ball.
Mr. Conservative.
Yeah, I do kind of wear that well, don't I?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it, they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, I got the safe completion on 3rd. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got time. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Another pistol look here. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner, and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some...
And he is in! Touchdown, Giants! Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He completes it to Pete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. One receiver left, two to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This complete left side to Aguilar. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll drop to throw.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
No. Check, Patriot. Go. Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll set up a throw.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. The tight end in motion right.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down Giants. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Landry now in motion right. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. 10th carry now for Elliott. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they start the second half with Johnson, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Johnson. Able to get away.
That's why he keeps the legs churning.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got Peak. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A reverse is never called just to get 1 or 2 yards. It's often called to get a big, big play. The defense was having none of it on that one. They snipped it out and stuffed it.
Little motion now from the tight end. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. The 20. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They're losing here in the third quarter. Maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And the back goes into motion.
Back 99, Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Peek's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
All right, here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Reggie Ragland in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Dumping it off for Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here we go with Johnson, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They go play action. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Third and long for Winston. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the Giants send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Green, 13 now, Barney.
And the tight end Ebron in motion.
No, Jack Patrick.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. One man on the backfield, Elliott.
Reset. He's checking credit. Hey, come back. Check 99.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Daquan Jones able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Foles. Eluding the pressure right. He can't, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Miles Jack. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Here's Roberto Aguayo for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But Some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go now. Good.
Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they're going to speed things up here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the offense will now face a 2nd and 14 after that last penalty. Here's Foles. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.